Welcome back to another edition of our weekly webinar series. Today we're talking about describing general merchandise like a pro. But first, let's go over our non-negotiable loan standards. Number 1, greet every customer within 5 seconds. Number 2, use probing questions to qualify the customer. Niha. Number 3, have the customer test the merchandise to ensure it functions properly. Number 4, explain the 30-day contract and circle the due date and 1-month charge. Number 5, if the customer wants to pick up their loan, politely attempt to extend the loan. And number 6, thank the customer, give a loan guarantee card, and ask for a Google review. Last week, we talked about describing jewelry like a pro. This week, we're focusing on general merchandise. And the reality is, no matter how many times we do this, there's always a moment where we miss something or forget something. But with continued practice, we get better. And that's what this is all about. Being more consistent in how we describe every item we take in, because we want to make sure everything is being described correctly, clearly, and in the same way every time. So as we go through this, the focus is keep it simple, consistent, and accurate. So now let's get into how we actually describe general merchandise. And it all starts with identifying exactly what we have in front of us. What is the item? Is it a TV, a phone, a speaker, a tool? We want to be clear right from the start. And then you go a step further. What brand is it? What model is it? Now this is important. Prima guides you through with drop-down menus. You'll select the manufacturer, the model, and then you'll manually enter the serial number. As you go through Prima, there are more drop-down options. So as you go through these options, make sure you're selecting the correct ones. Don't just go through the motions and hit enter, enter, enter. Take your time and make sure each selection matches the item you have in front of you. Now, once we clearly identify the item, the brand, the model, and the serial number, the next step is making sure that it actually works. We don't assume, it has to be tested. Does it turn on? Does it function the way it's supposed to? If it's a TV, does it power on and display properly? If it's a phone, does the screen work and respond? If it's a tool, does it operate correctly? This is part of the description because we're not just describing what the item is, we're also confirming that it works. Now, this all ties into loan standard number 3. Have the customer test the merchandise to ensure it functions properly. We want to make sure the item is working before we move forward. Now, once we confirm that the item is working properly, the next step is capturing all the important details. We already have the brand, the model, and the serial number. Now we want to make sure we capture anything else that helps you clearly describe this item. What are the key features, like the screen size, storage capacity, the power, the type of item? The more specific we are, the clearer the description will be. And this is important. This is not a speed contest. Yes, we want to work efficiently, but more importantly, we want to work accurately. Because when you rush, that's when you miss details. Now, once we've captured all the important details, the next step is documenting the condition of the item. Prima will give you a drop-down option for conditions. Make sure you select the correct option based on the item in front of you. But it doesn't stop there. We still need to describe the condition in more detail. If it has scratches, we say it. If it has dents, we say it. If it's damaged or worn, we say it. That goes in physical description. So just remember, the drop-down gives you the general condition, but the physical description gives you the details. We use both together to make sure the item is fully described. Now, here's the important part. Prima has specific fields we must use correctly. The first is owner applied number. This is where we put anything added by the owner. For example, their initials, a number they engraved onto the item, or anything they put themselves. The next is physical description. This is where we put anything that doesn't fit into the standard fields. If something is not already captured in the system, it goes in physical description. Now, this is very important. If you take an item that has a password, like a phone or a computer, that password needs to be removed. And if for some reason it's not removed, then the password must be written in the physical description. Because if it's not removed or documented, that creates problems. And these problems will be discussed in more detail in our next webinar. Now let's briefly talk about accessories that come with the items. Does it have everything it's supposed to have? Does it come with a charger, a remote, a box? If something's included, we document it. If something is missing, we document it. Because we don't want a customer saying, I'm missing my remote, if they didn't actually bring a remote. Because this is where problems come in. Now that we understand what the description represents, whatever we enter into Prima prints on the pawn ticket and the customer signs it. That means we are confirming that this is exactly what we took in. If the description is wrong, that's where problems come in. And once again, these problems will be discussed in our next webinar. That's why accuracy matters every single time. And now it's time for a quick recap. Start by clearly identifying the item, including brand and model. Make sure the item is tested and functioning properly. Capture all the important details and features. Document the conditions clearly. Use owner applied number for anything that the owner added. Use physical description for anything not captured in the system. And if there's a password, make sure to remove or document it. If we follow the same structure every time, our descriptions will always be clear and accurate. And once again, I want to thank everyone for taking time out of your busy day to listen to an edition of our weekly webinar series. Have a great day and let's make some money.